Hey, welcome back to Build Media Group. This is Christina Frunze, and today I'm going to be talking about technical SEO and how we can potentially utilize some of the very accessible tools for improvement of our website's technical SEO. Now, I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not going to be going into very extensive details about technical SEO because it can be very extensive and very complex. I'm just going to go through some basics that could be implemented and taken advantage of by pretty much anybody. Now, we are here on Build Media Group website and we're in the process of improving the website's technical side, so I'm going to be using it as an example when I'm going to be talking about certain things. And obviously, one of the first things that we want to be paying attention to is the speed of the website. Obviously, this is the make or break deal when it comes to technical SEO, and you can have all the amazing website and all the amazing content on your website, but if it loads really slow, then nobody's gonna visit it, or they're gonna visit it, get frustrated, and then bounce back off. So that's not what we want to do. And one of the things that I like to do is to test the website's speed with Google Page Speed Insights. And I want to bear in mind that this is just testing that particular URL speed and all the potential diagnostics here. But having a homepage test that is usually giving you a bit of a good understanding how the rest of the website's going to perform. So here I already inputted the Build Media Group URL in here, and we can see that we can definitely use a bit of improvement in here. So we are actually in the process of working on that at the moment as we are moving some things over. So what it gives us, we can obviously look at the mobile and the desktop versions of our website, how well it's performing in terms of accessibility, SEO, best practices, things like that. And what I really like here is that it gives you a very actionable insights into what you need to do. So, reducing JavaScript, minimizing JavaScript, reducing and compressing your images. All these things can be shared with your web development agency or web developer in-house if you have one, and they will know what exactly they need to do, or how much can it potentially save you in terms of the page loading speed. So this is definitely one of the first things that I do for the clients whenever I run a page speed test. Now, another thing right on this URL, what we can do here is look into how mobile friendly our website is. And that is probably another very, very big portion of the technical SEO, because at this moment, Google is indexing your mobile version of your website because that's what it gives the preference to. So we want to make sure that our website is mobile friendly. And this is exactly where you want to see and dive into things. I can see that there is a potential improvement in terms of the background and foreground colors not have a sufficient contrast ratio. Your website might have a different thing. For example, elements may be too close together, or maybe some text is a bit too small. In our case, it's the colors are a little bit too close to each other, so some of the things are not easily spottable, and it gives exactly provides exactly the elements that we need to improve on, and this is really, really useful. Now, another thing when it comes to technical SEO is the crawlability of your website, and this is something that I like to keep in mind, because crawlability is basically how easily Google crawlers can access, index, scroll, navigate, and potentially rank your website. So if we make it very hard for them to do that, obviously that's going to not bear results. One of the best tools that I like to use for spotting any potential crawlability issues is a screaming frog SEO spider. It's you can just plug in your URL in here, and it's gonna give you a number of issues, warnings, opportunities that you can take advantage of. And you want to look out for any redirect chains, any response code like 404 errors, potentially anything that can be really harmful for the crawlability of your website. And then another thing I like to do is to have a very clean, structured sitemap, and then you can submit it to Google Search Console to help with crawlability. Obviously, with all these issues and warnings, you want to look into the URLs here and export them, work on them, make sure everything is making sense. Now, another big thing when it comes to technical SEO is obviously the security, and you want to make sure that the HTTPS is definitely a non-negotiable these days. You can check that your pages are served over HTTPS within Google Search Console, and you can see all of them here. It also gives you the list of non-HTTPS URLs, and that is definitely a critical issue because security is one of the most important ranking factors. So if you don't have an HTTPS, you need to get an SSL certificate and then migrate to a new website. I would also suggest talking to your hosting provider about any possible security issues on your website. Last but not least, I want to talk about the URL structure on your website. So URL structure matters a lot when it comes to the same crawlability actually of your website, but also about how Google perceives and how well it indexes your website. So I just pulled up some examples of bad and good URL structure. Obviously, the bad ones is the ones that have a lot of non-characters, like some of the underscores or some different characters that are not letters or numbers, and some of them have session IDs, some of them are keyword stuffed. So we want to keep URLs descriptive, hierarchical and logical. Instead of instead of underscores, we want to use hyphens as separators, and we just want to keep it as clean, as concise as possible, and we don't want very lengthy URL structures, that's for sure. And that's just going to help not only improve the user experience on your website, but also going to help with the technical part of it. If you like this video, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.